Let's get right to it, dog. You know it's raw. Well, let me catch you if you're showing off. They wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't wanna get involved. I can admit it, I know what it's time and I'm tripping, I got every group. Niggas a fumble a bag, I get to the cash fast, gotta salute. I've been a hustler, look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face, I just learned to keep that all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself, I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my wave and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they ride the bone. The black magic stick, they stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone so I can conquer shit and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road and get my diesel blown. She wanna drop it low and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like out of wine, said I just want the ball. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
They say the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Nigga, we gon' rule this kingdom, nigga. This one West, talk to 'em.
Ride to the sunset, slide to the moon for a boss hard. Said ghetto, then I got him, that's my doggy dog. Don't bark, gotta mean bite, we them underdogs. Off the wire, 5 yards, I'm pressing all of y'all. 9 niggas up like I'm director from a casting call. I don't give a fuck, you want beef, neck to all of y'all. UPK priest, lace up boost, then it's time to ball. The clip name Wendy, all these shells, I'ma let them fall. Niggas claim they better than like who they think they better than. One West soldier, best believe we got that metal in. Last name Cannon, cause I still got them drummers in. Kept I set that trap to hell, yeah, I'ma let them know. Underdogs, you niggas trippin', we'll be poppin' on you sniffin'. Real crafty with that smithing, locked in on the mission, rockin' all out. Who to take the hop out, you be bitchin', cotton crew time. Now the Glock, put your nigga.
Every dog has his day.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
This is how you make it to the Lord's 57th annual Passover this year in Houston, Texas on the 4th of April.
Mind over matter, still trying to purge these. If a nigga at me, I know that all beam around me, niggas finna steam about me. Bitches try to scheme some memes out me. I ain't being loud. Keep it on the dolo. Don't look like my dolo. Like a butler, get that dough, bro. Nigga try me, that's a no, not to palm me like a high five. Park my car and chill. I'm looking at the Philly skyline. Clearly, I'm about mine. I feel like it's my time. Demons trying to distract me and knock me right off of my grind. But nigga, I am not crying about shit. If it happened, then it happened. I get past it, I don't trip. Now I'm laughing, I'm just adding to my wisdom. Damn, I'm lit. That's the way you handle it. You gotta be a man and shit. Niggas masking up and I can't slack a bitch. Nope.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. all black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother or sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what is a leaf into a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. You mean like who is this nigga? Like, where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham Mawa'idya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al, when it's joined with something, means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like, if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had printers on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give him more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham to all the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'Shem Yahushua to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that according to the Bible, we are the true descendants of the chosen people of God. You know what I'm saying? We are the chosen, we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right, hold on, let me get. All right, Most High Christ, Shalom, Kayala, Yahweh Shema, Alathah, Ba'Shem Yahushai. Most High Christ. All right, so you know what I'm saying, with our identity, with knowing who we are, you know what I'm saying, it is time, and it's definitely high time with all these wars and rumors of wars that are going on and signs of the latter days, that we as a people start to raise up from the dust of the ground. You know what I'm saying? The same way Adam was raised up and the breath of life was put into him, it's time for the breath of life, these laws, statutes, and commandments to be put back into the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? For so long, we have been low on the ground. We've been, for one, kept down by our oppressor so that we can never rise. But the condition that we're in and how we act, and that we're acting like the oppressors we've grown up with or we've grown up under, right? And it's time for us to lift out that mindset, right? Lift out that mind state, that condition, learn who we are, operate how we should as a nation. You know what I'm saying? And salvation is nigh. All right. Now, with knowing who you are, with keeping the law, statutes, commandments, you know what I'm saying, you also, it'd be good to learn your original tongue, your original language, before you were enslaved and taught all the languages you speak today. You know what I'm saying? And that's today's class. Today's class is where I teach brothers and sisters and children and so on and so forth how to read, write, and speak biblical Hebrew. All right. So, introductions out the way. Shalom to, let me go through the names of whoever's on. Make sure you're checking them. Put your name in the comments. Your registry as well. We got Rab Kwa in the building. All right, South Carolina. We got bada bing bada boom. Scroll down. We have what else we got in here? All right, Mosai Christ, Carolina in the comments. All right, we got Tower Bath, Mosai Christ, a sister from Charles City, VA. That's Virginia, right? All right, sister from Virginia. All right, to the sisters, Yahweh Shema, Ayla Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. And I can see also the sister here, Rab Kwa, state her registry, right? So Rab Kwa, Bath Ra'alban, Ban Yasha'ala, Mosiah Christ, right? So Rab Kwa, the daughter of Reuben, the son of Israel. Okay, right? So let's start with that. Let's have brothers and sisters, anybody who's watching, make sure you put your registry in the comments like that sister did. And Kayla, could you state your registry for me, Brother Kushar? No, sorry, Christ. So Kayla, Bath Yahawada, Ban Yasha'ala. So Kayla, the daughter of Judah, which is the son of Israel. All right, no sign of Christ. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Let me see, just the window here. All right. So for anybody who doesn't know how to state their registry, the format you do it is you'll say your name, then you'll say Ban or Bath, depending on whether you're a brother or a sister, right? So Ban meaning son and Bath meaning daughter. Then you'll say your tribe in the Hebrew, right? Then as per General Q's correction, you'll say Ban Yasha'ala. Whether you're a brother or a sister, at the end part, you say Ban Yasha'ala, right? Representing whoever your tribe is. Your tribe is, a male, right? Your tribe is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Gad, not Naphtali, right? Whatever your tribe is in the Hebrew, you'll say it. You'll say your tribe, then you'll say Ban Yasha'ala, right? So like as Raquah, the daughter of Reuben, the son of Israel, Kayala, the daughter of Judah, the son of Israel, right? For myself, even I put, for brothers is Ban on both sides, right? So myself would be Ra'al Ban Yamyan Ban Yasha'ala. Right, I can see Tower Bath put a registry in here. We just want to correct that latter part, right? So the way you state your registry, you'll say Tower Bath, Bath Gad, and then Ban Yasha'ala, right? So Tower Bath, the daughter of Gad, which is the son of Israel. Okay. All right. So if you need to make that amendment in your notes on how to state your registry, please do make that amendment. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to go through the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, Khan, the system made the correction. Yeah, Khan, I didn't know myself. I had a General Q just let me know. All right, so Khan, so like I've been teaching it wrong. All right, so Tower Bath, Bath Gad, Ban Yasha'ala. Right, that's perfect. The water. All right, so what we're gonna do now is go through the Hebrew alphabet. All right, so Kayla, could you read through the Hebrew alphabet for me, Baba Kushar? Most sign Christ. All right, perfect. Right. So as the sister read, I ba ga da ha wa za ka ta ya ka la ma na sa I pa taza kwa ra sha and tha. Okay, so that's the Hebrew alphabet. All right, now what we're going to do over today's class, as per request, we're going to go over a class like translating scriptures, not translating scriptures, translating sentences and phrases, right? The brothers and sisters may want to know how to say this in Hebrew, right? So we've done a few classes on this previously. We have a good, number of examples. Like over here, these are kind of the earlier examples, right? We have some examples here. These are the more recent ones we've done, right? So like, hear, O Israel, the Lord, our God is one Lord, which is the, the Israelite credo. Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh Allah Nawa, Yahweh Akkad, right? And these different phrases here I've gotten from suggestions. Now I've added, I want to continue on from this. And of course, if anybody wants to have these phrases, if you don't have these down, but you see any that's interesting, I recommend, you could take screenshots. Matter of fact, if you'd like me to go back to the other ones, so you can take screenshots if you want to, or if you want me to send you these sheets with these translations, just hit me up. All right, let me know in the comments if you need me to go back to take screenshots, or just message me after class, and I can send you the I can send you the list we have of these different phrases. All right, but what we're going to do for now is take any suggestions. So let me put up this banner real quick, just in case there's anybody in the comments. If y'all want to suggest any phrases, sentences, or phrases you want translated, I put it in the comments. All right, for now, Kayla, do you have any phrases you would like translated? Okay.
My first one is I just thought of I think this is a scripture. Not a whole scripture, but like the end part. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Okay. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Okay. Right. I think we have almost a similar phrase from let me see, serve the Lord. I recall something similar we did not too long ago. Where is that? Oh, I could be completely right here. We will serve the Most High, right? So that will be the same here, right? Like Anak Nawa Na'ai Bad Yahweh, right? So what we want is, as for me and my house, right? So we could just put that in. Let me put that in as the latter part. So this is how you'd say, we will serve the Most High. Okay, we will serve the Lord. Right now we need the precursor, right? What's before it? Okay, so as for me and my house, right? Let me look up the phrase as for, because I know we can use like the preposition ka could be as, but I don't know if that's in a different context. So let me even see if this phrase is in like the Old Testament. So as for me and my house, I think it might be in the Apocrypha from what I recall, so it may not be in here. As for me, I just misspelled something. It could actually be in here. So I'm gonna type this again. As for me and my household. Yeah, it is in there, right? In what's that, Josiah? What's JLS? I get Joshua. That's the one. Forget my memory. Right? It's like it. Right? I'm thinking like like there's so many JOS things. I'm like Josiah, Joseph, no, Joshua, right? The water, right? But as for me and mine, we will serve the Lord, right? So what phrase is here? As for me and my house, right? So we can just take that right from here, right? So let's find the part. So Shabium, bar racism. wa anakia, right? That's and I wa bayathia and my house, right? So this wa is like the as for, or like saying but, right? So wa anakia, or you could just say anya, right? Either is fine. It's anakia is just another way of saying I or I am. Okay. But since we're I suppose I'll put both examples, right? So if you're saying as for me and my house, it's like you're saying but me and my house, right? So you'd have I might almost like that the phrase as for, you'd put that. I mean, I suppose if you're basically adding that onto a sentence, you'd add the wa. If you're starting the sentence and you're just basically saying me and my house, hold on, I'm missing the me here too. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. If you're just saying me and my house, of course, you don't need the wa, right? But if you're saying as for, I'll do that by way of I'll bold this part and I'll bold it over here to show you that would be the wa. Okay, so wa, and then you could either say anya. Oh, Salakia. Before I went into translating it, Salakia, do you want to have a go at translating the phrase? I should have asked that first. I've almost done most of it, Salakia.
So sorry for Anya.
Mm-hmm.
Wa Bayathia.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, exactly. So I almost done most of it. So like, my apologies. Yeah, so you do wa anya, or if you're just starting from me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Anya, you could say anakia based on this verse, but I think the more common. Let me see. Is this how often is this word used? Is it going to give me the number of times? Apparently not, but I'm pretty sure anya is the more yeah, here. Let me see. Hold on. Strong's info. Primitive pronoun. I wanted to see the one where it has that little note. Do this one. Alright, in pause with the tone change. The equivalent is anya. This is the original and fuller form, and is on the whole rather less frequent than the shorter. Okay, so anakia is like the original way of saying it, and that was kind of shortened to anya, right? So either is fine. If you want to say, almost want to put it as like, since we have down there the scriptural reference, right? As you mentioned, you were referencing scripture. The scriptural reference says anakia, right? So I'm just like slash anya if you want a more modern way to say it, right? Or you can, anakia was shortened to anya, right? So this wa is but, me, or I, and. So wa bayafia is and my house. We, na'ibad is will for we, right? So we will serve, and then Yahweh. Okay, if that makes sense. All right. Also, shalom to, we've got a young man checking in from California. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Also got the sister here, Alessia, shalom Lord in Christ. All right, shalom, sister Lord in Christ. All right, so also, if anybody's working on obtaining their Hebrew name, it should be in the comments, but you want to fill in the attendance sign-in sheet. All right, you want to fill in the attendance sign-in sheet. You know what I'm saying? That will sign you in. Let your camp leaders know that you're attending these classes. You get credit for ISUPK benefits, including that Hebrew name, right? So you want to make sure you check in whenever you're attending classes online. All right. Also, there's a link in there to make sure you pay your Passover fee. All right. So make sure that Passover fee gets paid. We right around the corner. Right around the corner. All right. Also, if any brothers and sisters want to attend these classes live, like you see Kyle live, like you see other students, coming in and out, just make sure you contact either the school ISUPK UK or myself on Facebook, Gmail, wherever. Contact us. Just let us know your name, your zone, and the name of your camp leader. You find our email address in there as well. All right. So that's this phrase right here. Okay. Is there any other phrases you would like translated, or anybody in the comments as well? If you want any phrases, put them down. All right. Bukayala, do you have any more?
Ask ye the prophets.
Ask ye the prophets. It's an excellent one. All right. Ask ye the prophets. All right. Let me see. So ask ye. I want to see if this is again another one we have the phrase for. It's always the first point of call. All right. Okay. No sweat. So before I go into translating it, do you have an idea of how you translate this this phrase? La.
We have this like half for
the prophets. Okay. Okay, I got you. All right, let's find the word for ask. Okay, let me see here. Here we have. Oh, I'm like here. You can't even see that screen.
What about, would ask be like inquire?
Khan, you could use that. So what do you have for inquire? Is that Bakwasha? You have a different one. No, I think Bakwasha means request, right? Like we say Baba Kwasha, which means in request. Let's see, there's another one. Right here. Right here we have a few examples for ask. Let me get the exact word match. All right, so we have like Ba'aya. Okay, we have Bakwash, which is the request. We have Sha'al. I think this is the one where it was like inquire. I believe it's in the common verbs over here. Where's Sha'al? Yeah, Sha'al is like ask. So I think this is the one we'll be using, right? So let me see. Ask the prophets. Okay, so the verb, are these both the same thing? Ask, require, demand. You see there, to ask, to request, to inquire about. Okay. All right. Ask, beseech. Oh, that's in the Greek here. Sha'al. Right. So this is the I want to see what this Ba'aya one, to ask 94 times. What's this one? It's probably more like to seek. Yeah, to seek, to make petition. Okay. Seek or ask. Right. So we're gonna use Sha'al, right? So we're saying ask ye, right? Or for you to ask. Okay, so what we do, let me see. We need the present tense for you to do something. So I think you just add the wa, right? So it'd be let me see, ask ye. Would you just do, I wonder if you would just do sha'al, actually, like sha'al afa. Let me see. If I do it like that, because if we put the wa in the middle to make it present tense, it's almost like we're saying you are asking, whereas we're instructing somebody to ask. So I think in this case we'd use we just use the original word, right? Like sha'al. Let me see. Let me see. If I just use the example of the priests. Sha'al. Athar. Hold on. You ask the priest. Okay. I think we do need to make it present tense. Right? So let's do, hold on, let me see something. Okay. Right, so we're going to make this present tense. So we're saying, ask thee. Right? Matter of fact, let me see if we have this phrase. I'm sure we have. No, not ask we, ask ye. So like, yeah. Ask ye. I'm sure we have this phrase in there somewhere. Okay. Ask ye now among the heathen. Ask ye now. Let me use ask ye of the Lord. You probably almost don't even need the word athar to say you, right? You can see here we just have sha'awa, and then we have ma Yahweh, which means ask from the Lord, right? Or ask of the Lord. So we might even just do it that way, right? The ask ye is almost, that's how you'd say it in English, but like you're not saying you are asking or ask you, like you're not saying that specifically per se. So I just want to see, let me see, sha'awa na'a ba gawayam, right? So ask from among the heathens. Let me see. Yeah, I think we just use this sha'awa. Let me see. For ask ye. That's how it does it here. Right? Ask ye now. Ask ye now. This is like in the same. Which one did we just do? Here, we did the first one and the last one. So let me see this one here. Yeah. All right, so that's how we'll do it. Okay. Sha'al, sha'awa, right? That's how you say ask ask ye. So I was gonna flip it around. All right, ask ye, and then you could say ask ye of the prophets. I think that makes sense. Let me see. I'll probably do both. I feel like the ma might be optional, right? If you're saying ask ye the prophets, let me see. I'm not sure. You do. I'll probably put that ma in there. It makes sense. That's who you're asking, right? You're asking from them. All right. Let me see here. Among the prophets. Let's need this word here. Is it kaza? Where do we have it here? Prophesied the prophets. All right. We have nabaya. Let me see. Prophet, spokesperson, speaker, an inspired man. Okay, let me look up the word prophet, and we'll go to the see what's most used. It seems like that one is going to be the most used here. We have kaza, which is one let's see, that's a seer. Okay, all right, so we won't use that one per se. We have napa. All right, who just joined here? Okay, I'm Osiah Christ. We got Ayala and Kaya. All right, shalom, sisters. Yahweh Shema Alatan Bahasham Yahushai. No sign Christ. How y'all doing? Y'all too well? Perfect. All right, what we're doing over this class is we're going over translating certain phrases in Hebrew, right? So we're learning how to say certain words and phrases in Hebrew. So for the first example we went over today, I can show you on this side. We have the phrase, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Okay. And the way you say that in Hebrew, if you want to note this down, is you have wa, which is like the as for or saying but, right? Then you have Anakia or Anya, which means I or me. Then you have Wa Bayathia is and my house. Then Anaknawa Na'ibad Yahweh, which means we will serve the Most High. We will serve Yahweh. Okay? So that's just an example of what we're going over today. So if you want to write these phrases down, and this is how you'd say that, right? So with this Anakia or Anya, you can say either of those. They both mean I, right? So whichever one you want to write down, I think to keep it simple, I might almost, I suppose, again, I did this because the verse said Anakia, but it's been, it's typically more used, the shortened version of Anya. So that's why I left it. If it confuses you, just put Anya, right? Instead of Anakia. But if you understand, you can put both and the reason why. Okay. If you have any questions as we're going through it, please do just let me know. Okay. I don't want anybody to be confused. Okay. All right. Also, as well, so as y'all just came in, could I get you to state your registry? So we'll start with Ayala. Could you state your registry for me?
Ayala Bath Banyamyam Ban Yasha'Allah.
Most High Christ. So Ayala Bath Banyamyan Ban Yasha'Allah. Okay. Kayak, do you know how to state your registry?
I forgot how to state my registry.
No sweat. Okay, so you say your name. So you say Kaya.
Kaya.
Then you'd say Bath.
Bath.
Then you'd say Banyamyan, which is Benjamin.
Banyamyan.
Then you say Ban.
Ban Yasha'Allah.
Ban Yasha'Allah. Exactly. So you said Kaya, Bath Banyamyan, Ban Yasha'Allah, which means Kaya, Kaya, the daughter of Benjamin, the son of Israel. Okay. Do you have that in your notes from last week?
Come.
Most High in Christ. Okay, so you just want to keep practicing that, going over how to state your registry. Okay. All right. So.
Come.
Most High in Christ. The phrase we're translating right now is how to say "Ask ye the prophets." Okay, so let me find how to say this phrase. Looking for the noun here. So let's see. Nabaya prophet 4 times. Let me see. Nabaya this one. I think this one was 312. Okay, so this is how we'll say prophet. Let me just check this last one. Nabaya, that'll be like what, prophetess? Yeah. Okay, feminine version, right? So ha Nabaya. Now, how would we pluralize this? Let me see. Nabaya ayam. Okay, right? So this sha'alwa means ask ye. Then we're going to do ma ha nabaya yam. Did I miss something? Ma ha nabaya ayam. Okay, so this is how you'd say, ask ye of the prophets. Okay, are we happy with putting that ma in there? Does that make sense? Okay. I think you could kind of shorten it and just say sha'alwa ha nabaya ayam, but I think it it definitely makes sense to do it that way. All right, so let me see. Okay. I think the ma definitely makes sense here. All right, so shalom. Who else we got? All right, we've got I believe another young man. All right, shalom. Most High in Christ. Okay, so now we back sharing this screen, and then other phrases anybody would like translated. Okay, go ahead.
Lord be with us.
Lord be with us. Okay. All right. So Lord be with us. Okay. And do you have an idea of how you translate this phrase?
Yahweh. For the word be, or like to be, is Haya, right?
Yes.
But do we need to like change it based on present tense, future tense?
Kind.
And would we like this can be a statement, or will we have to word it as like a question, like asking the Lord to be with us, rather than like telling? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. I think we'd still kind of say it as like a we'd say it as like regular. We would need to ask it as like a question or add like question words, right? So let me even show you over here. I think there's two ways to say be, right? Hold on, let me share this tab. There's like an example here in Judges 6 and 13 where Gideon asks if the Lord be with us. So we can use that as a base to jump off. Now, in this instance, it uses wa yash. Right now, this yash here is another way of saying like is or exists or a being, right? Similar to haya. But I think if we're saying Lord be with us, we more use the haya in this instance. So we're gonna swap the be to haya. So let me see if there's a phrase for just be with us. There's a sentence. Let's see. Brother be with us. Let me see. If the Lord be with us, that's one we just looked at. We thank the Lord. No, the Lord our God be with us as he was with our fathers. So this is like the context of what we're saying. We're not asking a question of, if the Lord be with us, and this is saying, why has this happened if the Lord be with us? I think this is a better example, right? So let's see what's used here. We have Yah, Haya, Yahweh, Alahayinawa, which is just, our power, I'm Nawa. And this part, this Yahweh, I'm Nawa. So that's how you'd say Lord with us, right? So this Yahaya, I think that's how we say, be, right? So let me see. Does this here be, you're basically saying be the Lord with us, right? That's how you say Lord be with us. Okay, so let's put Yah, Haya, Yah, Haya, Yahweh, I'm Nawa.
At the other page.
Oh, Salakia, the water, right? So to write it out, you'd say Yah, Haya, Yahweh, I'm Nawa, right? Which means be the Lord with us, right? The Lord be with us. Okay. Let me see even here this example to go back on this side. They that are with us. Oh no, that's kind of a different example, right? But what did I just go into? They that be with us shall be with us forever. Okay. Yeah. This example is the one I was looking into, right? Our brother be with us, right? So where is Akia Nawa? Yash Afwa. Okay. Right. So that uses the Yash. But yeah, so Yahaya, Yahweh, I'm Nawa is how you say Lord be with us. Okay. All right. So you can note that sentence down in those phrases. Okay. Is there any other examples of any phrases anybody wants translated?
I didn't finish writing down. Like you, sir. I didn't finish writing down. Ask ye the prophet.
Khan, I got you. Let me go back to this screen so I can.
The water.
Hey, on the ball. Let me zoom. Okay. So ask ye the prophets, Sha'alwa Maha Nabaya Ayam. Okay. So ask ye from or of the prophets. Okay. All right. Any more for any more? Go ahead.
We are separate
Mm-hmm.
or like unaffiliated.
Okay.
From or with any other Israelite group.
Mm-hmm. All right. Unaffiliated. It's not unaffiliated. Is it 2 F's? If I spell this wrong, don't kill me in the comments, yo. Unaffiliated. I feel like that's 2 F's. Hold on. Right? Okay. From, you said, any other Israelite groups. Okay. Israelite groups. Okay. So we're saying we are separate or we are unaffiliated. All right. If you're saying unaffiliated, you typically say with, but there's no Hebrew word for unaffiliated. It's kind of a modern word. So we'd say more separate from. That's what it is we're saying when we say we're unaffiliated. So we are separate from any other Israelite groups. Okay. Do you have an idea of how you'd start this sentence? Mm-hmm.
The word "are" would be like implied in what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like we, and then the word for separate.
Mm-hmm.
For the word separate, we would use the word that means holy.
You could do. So that would be like, I think you'd more want a word that plainly means separate. So like Qadash is a word means holy, set apart, like consecrated. So I almost wouldn't use that as a verb or like a adjective, I suppose. I would use perhaps a word that more plainly means like to separate, right? So let me look for the example from the word separate, almost as an adjective, right? Let me look over here. So I looked for separate. See a few different examples. We have separate, divide, asunder. Let's see, badal, severed. Let me do this. Just move this here, like the bigger view, so I can just see better. I separate, divide. Yeah, make a distinction, a difference. This is a good word here. Okay. To separate, to distinguish. Let me see some other examples. When I look at it through like the lens of the likes of Google Translate, it uses this word parad, right? Parad. Let me see. Separate, divide, separate, to be separated. Okay, so it's the same kind of concept, but I think the to break through, spread, or separate, to disperse. Nah. Because we ain't the ones that dispersed. they the ones that dispersed. So I think almost more like that first one, right? Where we are distinct, right? Let me see. Sever, to distinct, to be marked out. It looks here. Nazar. This is more like a Nazarite. Of course, the word Nazarite comes from a word which means to be separate or consecrated. Let's see. Divide, flatter, distribute, smoother, given. I don't think this is going to be the one. Nah, to divide, to share. Yeah, no, it's a little different. What's this? Gazara. separate place. Okay, the word I want to use is badal, right, which means to separate, to put a difference, right, to divide, make a distinction. Okay, this is the one we want. Okay, now how would I do this as we are separated, we are distinct? You'd probably use I'd use it as the what's the word? It's perfect tense, almost like past tense. Okay, so ha, infinitive absolute. What's hold on. So the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Let's have a look at this example. Suppose this is almost like the word separated. I want to see. Ha badal, utterly. Okay. And then this is like ya bada yao neya. So it's like he hath caused me to be separated. Okay. I think let's use the what's the past tense of, how do we do the past tense for we? Right, so let's see. So it says you add fam at the end. No. That's your, where's the we? This one. Okay, you add nawa at the end. Okay, so if I do badal nawa, let me have a look at that. I need to be sharing this screen Slack here. Right. So what I just went over here for the verb rules, right? And for the past tense of something that's completed, right? For we, you add nawa at the end. So if I do, let me have a look at this. Anak nawa, badal nawa. Let's see. That translates to we are different, which matches what we're trying to say. Okay. We are different. Hold on. Would you do? Okay. Yeah. All right. So anak nawa, badal nawa. We are separate. We are different. We are distinct. Okay. That's how I'm gonna do it. All right. So badal nawa. And that nawa is the we. So shalom to Sister Tazna Y. All right. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Ayla Thaba Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Cool. So anak nawa, badal nawa. Then we're saying from any other Israelite groups. Okay. So to say from, we'd use the preposition ma. Right. So ma. Then he's saying from any or from all. What would we put here? To say any, all, or every. You can tell. Go ahead. Cow, right? Put cow here. Then you're saying Israelite groups. And to say other, let me see. I think we'd use the word a car, almost like how it wasn't too long ago we translated a scripture where it's the like the 10 Commandments or whatever, when the Most High was saying you should have no other gods after me, or no other gods. You use the word a car. So I want to see let me see other. I know we'd use that word a car, but I'm trying to see the context here. A caria, like as an adjective, a car. Okay. All right, others, another, following. Okay, and how would you, let me see, where would you put it? Plural, acarium, or a car wath. Okay, let me see. I want to see this in a sentence. All right, 7 days, 7 other days. Where's the another man? A yash, a car. Okay. Okay. So we need the word for, let's say, groups. All right. So the word for Israelite. Let's see. What do we do? Word for Israelite is like Yashar Allah Yah. Okay. Could even do Yashar Allah. But that'd be like saying Israel groups. In the context of Israelites, how is this used? Of the Israelites, the kind of the Israelites, all that are Israelite born, and all the Israelites. Let me just see an example here. Yashar Allah. Okay. Okay. All the Israelites went down. Okay. Cow. Yashar Allah. Okay. Right. So Israelite, you know, say Yashar Allah. Then let's say, okay, to say groups, let me see here. Look at the word group. May not be in it. May need to look for a similar word. Maybe like assembly or congregation. If I look up the word church just means assembly. So I think let's use the word congregation. Let's look for that. Congregation. And I believe you do like even the word other, you'd put that after you say Israelite groups because it's like an adjective. Let me see. Congregation. This is an adjective. Alam. No, that's not gonna be it. Let's use Mawa'id is like congregation feast. It's like a high holy day type situation, so we wouldn't use that one. Makwahal. Let's see here. Makwahal, congregation, assembly, or choir. Kwahal, which is obviously what that word comes from. Congregation 86 times, assembly, convocation, company of returning exiles, an organized body. Okay. This looks about what the one we'd use. Let me see. What about Ida? Ida is another one. Congregation, gathering, stated assemblage, specifically a concourse, generally a crowd. Okay, the multitude be different from any other. Okay, I think I'd more use the quahal. This is used to say congregation, but I guess in the sense of a gathering or a gathering of people. Whereas we are different from the multitude, but we're more saying we're different from any of those groups. So I think quahal here makes sense. I think quahal here makes sense. Yeah, for like a company, congregation, for evil counsel, war, invasion, religious purposes, as an organized body. Yeah, let's use that one. Quahal. Okay, so let me see. Quahal. I almost want to do, I think I'll do, would you do the Quahal before Yashala? Let me see. Quahal, Yashar Allah, Akarium. I suppose I need to do Quahalium. Is Quahal a masculine or feminine word? Quahal is a masculine noun. So Quahalium. Yashar Allah Akar Yum. Let me swap the put Yashar Allah before. Yep.
Can I step away for a second?
Khan. Yasha Allah Kwahayim. We are separate from any Israelite groups. Let me see. What even is the word Israelite even kind of throwing this out? Let me see. Yeah. I want to get this right. Hold on. Karyam. I think I could be wrong, but I think we're gonna use it in the sense of okay. I want to say Israelite. The word for groups we're using Qahal. Well, I suppose Qahal is already pluralized. So you might, yeah, if I was to pluralize that, it would be assemblies or congregations. Well, I suppose that's what I'm saying, groups.
So like here, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Can we be excused?
Come.
The water. Yeah, smart and the sir.
Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Shalom.
Shalom. What we're gonna do. So Yasha Allah, the word Qahal, I suppose here you could, because you could say any other Israelite group. It means the same thing. So let's do Yasha Allah Qahal. Or do I still want to flip this around? I feel like, hold on. I feel like the Qahal here would be a hold on.
Like it would be like groups of Israel, like groups.
Yeah, because Qahal would be the noun. Israelite is the adjective almost. So I'm thinking you do Qahal either Yasha Allah Ya or Yasha Allah. I think Qahal Yasha Allah. Let me see. Let me run this through a go translate thing and see what comes out. Qahal Yasha Allah Akar. Yeah. I think this is what I want. Let me look up the phrase other gods, like as the example, because this is where I'm getting the word akar as like other groups. So let me look this up. It's like you shall have no other gods, right? Or gods after me. Let me see. Alahayim Akarium. Right. So it's like you put the thing and then a car. And this is used as an adjective. Right. So again, the adjective goes after the noun. So yeah, Qahal, Yashala, Israelite group or congregation of Israelites. And then a car again as the adjective, other Israelite groups. I think that makes sense. So yeah, I think that order works. So Yasha Allah, Qahal. Is that how you just put it? No, Qahal, Yasha Allah. It's like here. Hold on. Qahal, Yasha Allah. And then a car. Now it's singular because we're saying like any other group or any other congregation. I think that would be I need an A here. Go ahead. I need to share this tab. Slovakia, the water. The water always keeping me you know what I'm saying, on task, the water. All right. when I run this phrase as I've put it through like a translates this to we are different from any other Israeli audience, which I think that word audience is translating that quahal as audience, but it just means congregation, this, that, and the third. So I think that works, right? We are different, or we are distinct. We are separate from all or any group of Israelite other, right? Any other congregation of Israelites, right? Or any other congregation of Israel, right? If that makes sense. I wonder if, let me see if like the Israelite specifically is, if I do Yasha'ala Yah, is that more of an adjective? Because Yasha'ala, of course, is the noun, you know, of the people of Israel. So I want to see something. Even when I yeah. I suppose you could use both. Any like congregation of Israel, Israelite is an adjective. I think that's better to use. Yasha'ala Yah. Right? That's Israelite specifically. Can I let me go on this word? Hold on, it's like, yeah, I know I'm going back and forth a lot. I want to get the basically just want to get the sentence right. Okay, so let me see. So proper masculine noun, can it be used as an adjective? Is there anything here that says anything about an adjective? What if I do, let me just separate the phrase. Quahal Yasha'ala Yah. What does that translate to? Israeli audience, whatever. Does the same thing if I just do Yasha'ala. Could probably do it either way. Probably makes sense either way. I think I'll do I don't know. Any other? It's like if you do Quahal Yasha'ala, it's like congregation of Israel. Akar, so other congregation of Israel. We are separate from all other congregation of Israel, congregation of Israelites, or Israelite congregation. So yeah, I think then yeah. Let me put the adjective version, right? So if you do Quahal Yasha'ala Yah, that's an Israelite congregation. So we are separate from any other Israelite congregation. That makes sense. It's like, yeah, I did a lot back and forth on that one, but that one was a little trickier, but definitely a good phrase, right? So what we've put here is anaknawa, right? Anaknawa badalnawa, which means we are separate, we are distinct, we are separated. Makal, so from all, Quahal Yasha'ala Akar, is other Israelite groups. Okay, I'm happy with that. Does that make sense to everybody? Anybody confused? Or does that make sense? All right, that makes sense. All right, let's see, let's work it out. Shalom to the sister Kwame Da, Yahweh Shema Allah Ba Shem Yahweh Shai. As y'all come in, be sure to state your registry in the comments as well. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like to exercise that. All right, so let's see where we're at. It's 8:12. Do you have any more phrases, Kayla?
I have 2 more.
All right, let's work it out.
The 12 tribes of Israel are scattered abroad.
Okay, 12 tribes of Israel are scattered abroad. Okay. And what's the other one? Let me just note it down.
My brothers / sisters are with me till the end.
So let me do brothers.
And?
I suppose, yeah, let me just do and. Yeah, my brothers and sisters are with me until the end. That's Christ. All right, so let's start with the 12 tribes of Israel. Do you know how we'd say that?
Shanya Mashara.
Mm-hmm. Tribe would be like the let me just take a look up 12. Shabbat, right? So Shabbatium. I've done this for you before. It's like Hashanium, Ashra, the 12 tribes of Israel is in the Bible a lot, right? So we could see here. Where is it here? Allah, Shabbat Yam Yasha Allah, Shanyam Ashura. So that almost puts it the opposite way around. Let's see another example. According to the 12 tribes of Israel, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me see. No, that's Matthew. Ain't gonna work. According to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me see this one. Right, you can see here like Lashanya, Aishara, Shabbatya, Yashala. With Shabbatya, this Yah again is like just another way of pluralizing, like a shorter version of Yam, but you could just do Yam. Let me see this example in Exodus. You see Shathyam, Aishara. Where's the La Shanyam Aishara Shabbatya Yashala. So let me see. I think Hashanyam Aishara. Let me just even look at the word 12. Apparently it's like different ways you can say it. Shanyam, Shanya, Shathyam. It's a little I want to make sure I get the right ones. Let me look at some 12. Where's the no. I need 12. Hold on. I probably need it's like when paired with this would be the Aishara. Yeah. So Shanyam Aishara. Where is Slakia. I'm overcomplicating it a little bit. It's like the 12 tribes of Israel, share back to this tab, right? So Shabbat Yom, change to S. Shabbat Yom, got an A here. Shabbat Yom Yasha'Allah.
For the word scatter, I don't have like the word for like to be scattered, but to spread or scatter, I think is parash.
Parash. Okay, let's take a look. Right, so you see scattered here. Parash. This was the one you was looking at. Okay, so let me see. Spread forth, spread, break in pieces, to scatter. Okay, chop in pieces, lay over, break apart. It's a good one. We also have parad, I think from earlier. Separate, part, divided. This may be scattered abroad. Separate, divide. Does this almost come from parash? Is there anything that says that? See here, compare parar, paras, and parash, parataza variously applied to the significations of dispersing. Parat or parataza is letting go. Parai, breaking forth. Para, expanding. Judging. So let me see. I think Parash had more context for like scatter, spread forth. I think this makes sense for what we'll use. I spread forth. Yeah. Let me see if the phrase could just even look up for scattered abroad. Let me see. Okay, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. The people were scattered abroad throughout all the land. Look at this for that phrase. So scattered abroad, okay, it uses here. Waya pataza. Pawataza to scatter. Okay, so that's yeah. Let me look up some other examples, but it looks like that is really the better word. Pawataza, or I suppose it would just be pataza. Okay, let me look here. Certain people scattered abroad. Scattered abroad. What's used here? Pazar and parad for dispersed. Pazar, scattered. Okay. Looks like that's a rarely used one. Parad, dispersed. Okay. All right. But let me find another example of that. Pataza or Pawataza as it puts it. I think that's a really good example. So people scattered Egypt. Is this one I just looked into? Yeah, this one is the one I looked at. Let me look at a different one. Just to see precedent, lest we be scattered abroad. What word is used here? Pawataza, right? So this pan is like lest. Yeah, let me grab this. Okay, so you're saying lest we be scattered, whereas in this case, we are already scattered. So this is like in the future tense that, we hope it doesn't happen. Pawataza. Patazawa, plural. Pawatazaya. Yeah, Patazawa. Okay. All right, so we would just do what? Pawatazanawa for something that we have done, or hold on. The 12 tribes of Israel are scattered abroad, right? So you're saying, suppose you could either say the children of Israel, they are scattered abroad, like in that context, the children of Israel, we are scattered abroad. We being the children of Israel, we would more say the we, right? So, but if you're saying, I suppose if you're saying Yasha'Allah, you're speaking about Israel in the third person, so you may say they. It makes sense here. Let's look at if there's a third person participle, third person feminine plural, third person masculine plural, driven away. What is our one? Okay, so how do we? I think we'd use it in the context of like saying they. So what do we do? They in the masculine we add wa, or they in the feminine we add wa as well. So I think that's what we do. That's what it's it's here, right? Ya pawatazawa. Okay, so they are scattered abroad. I need to find that word as well. Let's see. When I put the let me run this through like an example, right? So we have ha, shanyam, aishara, shabatyam. I'll quickly type this up. Shabatyam, yashar Allah. Then we have Patazawa. I'm thinking Patazawa abroad. Yeah, it says here like word divided. So like, imperative, masculine, plural. Disperse yourself. Also do Pawatazawa. Does that work the same way? Yeah, Patazar makes sense. That you see that wah. I mean, wah would make it like present tense. We see examples of it, just putting it together as Patazar. So yeah, it's like the same with quam. Like it puts the word here as like quawam, but that even this oo or this o sound, yeah. Yes, the root word is Patazar. Okay, so we do Patazawa, and then to say abroad. Ooh. Sorry, let me find this word abroad. Also, shalom to Ra'ash Karab in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah. All right, no sign Christ. All right, let me get. Did I take it down? Let's do some. Okay, let's look at the word abroad. I meant to share my other side when I just typed that up, but select you. You'll see in a second. Look for abroad. I think this may be. Scattered abroad. Yeah, it's gonna throw me off. I suppose he. Hold on. I had to look in this view. All right, so spread abroad, scattered abroad. How does it do the abroad part? Let's see. I suppose it just puts it in the same word, kind of. So it's like we were dispersed, or they were dispersed. You see this one, spread abroad. Use the same Napatazawa. Okay. What does adding this na do? Let me see. Is there a precedent for like now something in the future that's like for we are going to? Just don't want to add something that I don't know if that's. I don't know if we need the na or whether we just put Patazawa. Or if there's a specific word that's like abroad, or if it's just implied by that Pataza. Let's look at another example. Is there a word for abroad here? No, yeah, just while your Pataza. Right, yeah. So we'll leave it as Patazawa, right? Which is to say, like they were scattered abroad. Okay. So Hashanyam, Aishara, Shabbatyam, Yasha'ala, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, were scattered abroad. Right? Or that's what I was saying, are scattered abroad. But I suppose that's in the sense that it's already happened. It's already happened. We're not being scattered abroad at the moment. So I wouldn't say it's present tense. So I think that's fine. Right? I'm happy with that. Okay. Last one we have, we're at 8. Go ahead.
The other page.
Select the water. Right? So I've put this down as Hashanyam, Aishara, Shabbatyam, Yasha'ala, Patazawa. Right? So the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered abroad. Okay? Last one we have is my brothers and sisters are with me until the end. Okay? Kyla, how would we write this? An idea. So Akim wa Aquathium.
To say with me. Yeah, like and yeah.
So that would be like in you. You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. We have an example of saying with me earlier, right? It was I'm now, or with us, I suppose. To say I'm yeah. I mean, to say with me, you'd say like I'm yeah, right? Like together with me. So I'm yeah. I'd
for until.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is the right like end, like in this context.
Mm-hmm.
Quatazar.
Quatazar. Okay. Let me see.
End of like a physical thing.
Mm-hmm. I had I'm sure again we had another example. Yeah, here, right? Like endure till the end, right? So I'd Quatazar. That would be correct, right? Or you could say La Lam, which is forever, right? We'll do I'd Quatazar. Okay, which means until the end. Now with the brothers and sisters, you need to put like almost like Akim Ya. I'm trying to see how we would let me look up the phrase like my brothers, like my sisters. Let's see, because I think it's is there no example for my brothers? Did I misspell it? Hold on. Okay, hold on. My sisters. Is there precedent here? Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, all right. My brethren and my sisters. I just needed to. Okay, all right. So, here, so Akia. Okay. Okay. So Amaya, Abaya, Akia would be my brethren or my brother, and Akia Wafia. Okay. And my sisters. Let me see. So this would be like the Akwaf. How do you pluralize? Let me see. Trying to see an example here. Sabian, Phoenician, Akaf, Aqua. Okay, Akaf. Akia, Wath, plural suffix, Aquathia. We'll see example here. This is the my sisters. Aquathiac. What's this? Thy sisters. No, the thy sisters part is Aquathka. Okay. Hold on. I want to look into this word. This Aquath. Did you see here in the Phoenician? It does it as Akath. I'm gonna look into that one. I may well, what I can do, I can see an example of where it's put my sisters, and it's put it as in this example in Joshua, Akiawafia, or it's like Akiawafia. So I may just put it like that, but I don't want to confuse. Anyway, what I'll do, let me look up. Let me inquire about this word for sisters. I need to confirm that because the Phoenician says a calf, so I want to look into that one. What I'll do, I'll confer with those in the Hebrew department and see about the way we pluralize the word sisters, right? Or maybe even if there's any correction needs to be made to the singular, because it may just be a kaf, almost like if brother is ak, then the feminine would be like a ka or a kaf. It may just be in that instance. Let me verify that. You gotta be careful with these whys. These whys always throw a spanner in something. So I wanna confirm that. But to say at least we confirmed that to say with me till the end would be I'm ya I'd Quataza. I just bear with me on that sisters, especially to say my sisters. It's a I wanna confirm that. So let me for now put like a placeholder here. Because even it did my brothers or my brethren as Akia. So I wanna go into that of how we'd pluralize but still say my. No, Akium is the plural. In fact, let me just take a quick look here too. Brethren, just on the third Akia. What's this? Hi, brother. Okay. So this is your brother. Right, with thy brother. Akiwa will be his brother. Plural, Akiam. Yeah. Because I would have thought it would be Akiamya, right? Like my brothers. But I wanna have a discussion around that. All right, so for now, let's see. I think that's the last one. We at 8:34. So I think that puts us right at the time to get some of these cyber service verses, go through some vocabulary. All right. So let's start with that half the class. Let me bring up numbers. We'll be doing from Numbers 21 verse 24. Get on this side. I'm gonna have to reshare to share my full screen. Give me 1 second. So stop sharing and select here. Share my screen. Entire screen. Okay, cool. So from Numbers 21 and verse 24. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see. 17. Where are we at here? We're at 23, 24. Okay, so it starts with wa yakawa. So I think the root here is yakar, which means like to strike. Yeah. I guess the first part we have is wa as a 9-0. I need the parentheses. The preposition. What does wa as a preposition mean?
And or a continuation.
It means and, or in essence, a continuation of what's being said. It could be but, yet, or it could be and, right? We have the root here is naka, all right? Naka, which means to smite. Naka, smite. We have to smite or to strike, could be to unalive. Hold on, I think it's more to strike. I need to do that the other way. Let's see here. Defeated, struck, 120. Yeah, so it's more in the line of strike. But it can be to ultimately unalive somebody as well, right? So we put smite as well. You can see slayer, slaughter, thrust, beat, defeated. All right, so yeah, to smite here. Cool. Then we have Nakawa, which would be him. Yashala, which is Israel. Yeah, Yashala. 2-0. Yashala. Israel. Okay, then we have, what must be Lapia or Lapaya, Lapaya, Karab. Okay. So a preposition la preposition typically means to or for. Now in this context, it says with the edge. Let me see. So paya. This comes from like mouth, right? Pa is the root here. So what is he trying to say? The mouth of the sword? Let's see. Mouth, you can see here, edge. Okay. So the mouth does means a blowing, whether literal or figurative, specifically edge, portion, or side. Okay. So this word can also mean edge. Edge 37 times. And most of these other ones are things that come off the mouth, like according to what someone said, beak, boast, command, counsel, dictate. Okay. So mouth and edge. Let me see here. Mouth. External organ. Yeah. I'm getting the mouth ones. I want the one that goes into the edge. Let me see. Okay. So mostly it means mouth, but I guess in some contexts it can mean edge as well. The end of something, or the, said right here, an extremity. So I think this is the one that would be like the one that could mean like end or edge. Okay. You see the portion one here as well. Okay. Then you have karab. The word karab, of course, means sword. Pretty much, it could mean, I guess, dagger or knife as well, but it's mostly defined as sword. Okay, so sword, I suppose axes, knives, but I'll leave the most basic form as sword. Then we have wa ya yarash. Okay, so the root here would be what yarash. Okay, which is to possess. Yarash is to possess. I think that's the word we used not too long ago. I want to say we translated a sentence using this. It's like, we will possess the heathen, or something along those lines. Where is that? Might have been a while ago, but I recall that. Possess. Do you recall that, Kyle? I'm sure we translate a phrase like that. Or I could be tripping. I like to keep all my translated phrases like in the same place. I thought I did. If I didn't, I should. I'll put that in the list perhaps to go over for next week or something along those lines.
What phrase again?
Like we will possess the nations, or we will possess the heathen. Let me even just look. I can look at the word possess. I know I'm detouring, but I'm curious because I'm almost certain I've translated a phrase like that. Possess. Possessive adjective. Thou shalt possess. Oh, okay. It must have been like a no, well, this doesn't use the word Yarash. It's a different word. So maybe I'm just thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Adjectives, possession, property, that's a different word. That's akazah. Akaz means to take hold or possess. Okay. All right. So this would be to occupy by driving out previous tenants. That's funny. To seize. Well, that's when we possessed the land of Canaan. And the Most High drove out all those other ites, those Canaanites, Hittites, Girgashites, Perizzites, Jebusites, all those ites. And get those up out of them. So to occupy, to seize, to inherit, to expel, okay, to possess, or take possession of. So let's see here. Possession, take possession. Let's use the words take possession. It's the politically correct way to say it. To take possession. Okay. Inherit, dispossess. Cast out. I mean, I don't see many that say like to drive, take possession, possess. What is like inheritance? Give us an inheritance. Inherit. Well, yeah, let's put inherit here too. Okay. And let's carry on. So we have wa and ya. With wa as a preposition here, ya as a preposition will typically mean he or it. Okay. Then you have ath, which doesn't have a translation. Translation. What does this ath do?
It tells us what the verb is applying to.
Exactly. It tells us what the verb applies to. So the verb here is to take possession. All right. So what are we taking possession of? We have aratazawa. Okay. So arataza would be the root word here, meaning of course. What does arataza mean?
Land or land or earth.
Exactly, land or earth. Well, I suppose I should put earth or land, right? Okay, earth or land. By extension, could be like a country. You're taking somebody's land, and then this y at the end would be how you'd say his, right? Take his land. Okay, and you have ma aranan. Okay, so you have ma as a preposition. Which means of or from. Okay, so here we have from, a place, aranan. So aranan. Here. Ranan, which translates to it's a place of the river east of Jordan. It's territory. Okay. So I'll just put it as for time's sake, let's put it as place on. Then I always do. My instinct is to capitalize, but when you got caps lock, shouldn't do that. Then we have I'd. I'd is a word which means what, Kyla?
Until or up to.
Until or up to. Perfect. Right. So I'd here until, as far, up to, right, up to a certain point, or in this case, up to a certain place, like from here until here, right? From here up to here. Okay. So I'd until or up to. Then we have the next place. Yabak. Yabak. Okay, which is another place here. Jabak. It's another river. Okay, so from the Aranan River to the Yabak River. Okay, so this is another place here. Jabb. Okay. Okay, Jabak. Then we have I'd, so as far as Banya, Aimawan. Okay, so Banya or Banyam would be sons or children. Then you have Aimawan. What is Aimawan?
Is it Ammon?
Ammon. All right, Ammon, which is today the so-called Japanese. Okay. Let me just put Japanese today. Okay. Again, it's capitalized. So it's a name and a people, right? People of Ammon, the so-called Japanese. Then we have Kaya. Nope, not that word. Kaya, which means for or because. Okay, for or because. You have eyes. Okay, this is interesting. So this word is a word which typically means goat, right? And that it means that because the word eyes means strong or mighty, right? So I suppose in this context, it's the adjective version, right? So eyes as an adjective means strong, not strong, strong, mighty. As a noun, eyes means a goat. Okay. We have Gabawal, or let's just be Gabal. Gabal means to set bounds. Gabal. Border. Let me see here. Yeah, Gabal, Gabawal. Hold on. Both in absolute. Gabal Ka would be what, his border? Yes, where I'm seeing instances of just Gabal by itself, but Y is already shaky. So I would put the root word here is really Gabal. It's just put Gabawal supposedly to distinct from this word, which would be the noun of, sorry, not the noun, the verb of to set a boundary. Okay, so what do we have here? Gabal, right? Gabal is a word which means boundary or border. Let me put border first. Let's see what it's mostly defined as. Border, yeah. Border / boundary. Okay, or territory. Territory is yes, I just add this in. Territory. There's 2 R's. Okay, so the border of the children or the sons of Ammon, we already have that. Okay, let's get into verse 25. How long is this verse? We get a few words. We got, what, 10 minutes? Let's see, let's get a few words real quick. So wa yaquak, the root word here is quack, which means take. All right, to take. Yasha'ala, we already have that. Af is the, tells us what the verb applies to. I need to correct this. I need to finish that. Tells you what the verb applies to. Cow is a word which means what?
All, any, every.
All, any, or every. Perfect. Okay, then we have ha'arium. Okay, ha'arium. Okay, comes from the root ayar. Ayar, which is a, hold on. This could even be one where the ya is it could just be like, every now and again shortened. Ayar ka. Hold on, is this like die city? I'm not getting into it too much. I suppose this don't tell me like it does on the blue letter. Almost tempted to just. I'm not sure. For now, I'll just leave it as it's written here. Ayar, which is a city or a town. Okay. Where are we at now? Ayarium or Arium. Ha Allah. So Allah is a word which can mean these or these things. So I'm gonna put these on those. All right, what else we got? Why Yashab root here is Yashab, which means to sit or to dwell. It's like when we say Yashabyam, it means to be seated. It's this word here, Yashab, which means to sit or to, not to swell, to dwell. All right, sit or dwell, remain, to stay, so on and so forth. To inhabit, which goes into the dwell, sat here, sit, settled. Yeah, all this is fine. Where are we at here? Yashab, Yasha'ala, Bakal, so in all. So we have ba as a preposition, which means in, on, with, could be like among. These are the ones that I typically do it as, right? In, on, or with. So Arya, which is cities. Ha Amarwa. It's like a Ha Amarya. So Amar would be an Amar, and then the Amarya would be Amorite. Okay, so Amarya, Amor. Right, basically add the ya at the end to be like almost of Amar, right? Or yeah, like saying "ite" at the end. Okay, then we have Ba Kashabwan. Okay, Kashabwan. Just say a location, right? Okay, so Kashabwan. Say place. Let's do Kesh. Keshbon. Alright. I'm missing the H. Hold on. Keshbon, east of the Jordan. Okay. So it's another river, I think. Right. Wa Bakal. Ba Banathia. Banathia? Bath. Okay. So Banath. I think translate this as villages. It comes from the root Bath or Banath, meaning like daughter. Okay. I suppose here, a daughter used in the same wide sense as other terms of relationship, literally and figuratively, apple of the eye, branch, company, daughter. Okay, first, town or village. Okay. Interesting. So let's do Bath. I suppose it's written as Banath as well. Sometimes in this context, in this verse here, it's like Banath, Banath Yaha. So we do Banath. It could be daughter or town. Surprisingly enough. Okay, daughter or like a town or a village. So it's town. I'll look for village here as well. Ostrich, huh? Okay. All right. Cool. I think we good. We good there. All right. So, with that, let me see. Kayla, you caught up? You don't need to write anything else down, do you? Are you good to go? But okay. No sweat. With that, let me stop sharing my screen, and we'll close out. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and salute the brothers that may be watching. So ye men of Israel, I'm Madian, which means to stand. I'm Madian Shabbath. I'm Madian, Barak, Yahawah Hashem Yahushua Barak Atham, Yad Yamata. All right, I'm Madian, which means the sisters to stand. All right, ye men of Israel, let's salute the sisters. I'm Madian Shabbath. I'm Madian, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Shem Yahushai.
I'm sorry, Christ. All right, Yad Yamata, and class dismissed. I'm sorry, Christ. All right, the water, everybody that tuned in for tuning in. Lord Allah, I'll see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Very soon, I'll see y'all at the Passover, Houston, Texas, 4th of April. Don't forget. All right, make your reservations if you haven't been made already. Book your flight, pay your fee, all that good stuff. All right, with that, Shalom, Israel. Lord in Christ.
ISUPK under Commanding General Yahana presents the official itinerary for the 57th Annual Lord's Passover. Kickoff. Wednesday, April 1st, the Lamb Slaughter from 11 a.m. Followed by fun and games, basketball, 3-point shootout. Can you hit the target in the archery competition? Then let's gather together ourselves and eat some lamb. Later that night, the dopest podcasts, the Round Table of Truth, Cross the Line Radio, and Let a Hebrew Speak. All going down from 8 p.m. Thursday, April 2nd, the annual Kiddies Party. It's all going down at Slick City Action Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Followed by Scripture Breakdown class from 7 p.m. with 12 Shield General Mahayim. Friday, April 3rd from 8 p.m. the all-black party. You know how we get down. It's all going down at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we will be hosting a brunch. Then the moment we've been waiting for all year from 5 p.m. sharp, April 4th, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday, April 5th from 7 p.m. The Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread goes hand in hand, so don't miss it. Make your reservations, book your flights and hotels now. An entire week of activities for only $200. Go to ISUPK.com, pay your Passover fee now. Shalom.